We have one more story mode to complete. We have one more story mode we have to do, which is we have done Knuckles, Metal Sonic, Sonic Tails, Amy, and Fang. We have one more left to do, and it is Sonic and Tails combined together. You don't ever think you've actually ever seen this game before? It's a fan Sonic game. It's a Doom mod actually, crazy enough, but it's like the only Sonic game I enjoy. But at the same time, it's like one of my top 10 games of all time. Did it combine like in Dragon Ball Z, like with the fusion dance to the earrings? No, it's just Sonic is here, and if I want to, I can fly with Tails. And I fucked up. The things I'd give to see a Twitch Plays version of this game, I'm sure that exists, right? I'd have to look around. But I wouldn't be surprised if that was like a thing, you know? He's here to be Sonic's helicopter. No, he's here to be a friend. We're going to be zooming through this game because I've been in a zooming mood today. And I've been zooming with Amy and I've been zooming with Fangs, who are not zooming characters. He's here to live in Sonic. Tails is a valued partner in this relationship, and I will not have any slander towards him that way, okay? Yeah, there's a lot of mods and stuff for this game, so I'm definitely going to be trying a lot of them. Would we be more interested in character mods or just mods to the game itself, right? But yeah, there's a bunch of like level packs, which I'm definitely going to be playing through at some point. There's a bunch of characters I like playing as. And I'm curious if we're more interested in one or the other, or if we're just interested in both altogether at like the same time. But, well, I'll definitely be streaming this game more. I'll probably get around to that. Try both at once, probably. I just don't want to like go overwhelming with it, you know. Either is fun, yeah. No, I definitely want to try both in time. Medial, yeah. Everyone's here today. Really happy to see that, yeah. Ooh, almost made it. This game seems cool. It's so fun. Definitely down the line, I am going to consider opening like a multiplayer server and just letting anybody in, because that sounds fun. It's a really good game. I believe exclamation point SRB2. Why am I not playing as Yoshi? I believe Yoshi is a playable character, actually. I think there is a Yoshi mod. I know there's a Mario and Luigi mod, right? There's multiplayer. There is online and local multiplayer. So I think in time I'll probably do a multiplayer server. Maybe we'll do that next time. Maybe we won't. We'll see. 20 players Sonic. You can do that, yeah. Multiplayer, and this sounds like a chaotic mess. It must be done. I have done... Are you all familiar with the game mode Combo Ring? It was in Sonic 3, I think, but I know it was in Chaotix. Basically what it is that you and another player are basically bound with each other, right? You got like a little string that literally ties you two together so you can't go far away from each other. That is a special thing, and there's a mod for that in this game. And I have done that with like 15 people. Where 15 people are all stuck together. And it is one of the most miserating experiences ever, but I've done it. And it's insane, so maybe we'll do something like that. You pretend you're familiar with the game mode, yeah. But no, there's definitely going to be multiplayer down on. I'll probably post a poll when I'm done, actually. When I'm done with the stream. If we would all be more interested in multiplayer Sonic Road Blast 2, or if we would be more interested in just another playthrough. Which, either way, I'm fine with. Which, we'll get around to some of that eventually. We'll get around to some more Twitch exclusive stuff, but it's so easy to just do one of them, you know? It's so easy to do both at the same time. I don't even know what I would do as like Twitch I don't know what streams I would end up doing just for that. Either way, I'm happy with how things have gone. I've gotten a bit better about keeping up to date with content. I've got the recent Sonic Road Blast 2 uploads. I'm gonna get Mario Brothers in soon, and I hope to finish Mario Party DS because there's only 2 episodes left of that. I just wish I had the proper. Wish I had like godly motivation to edit, dude. You know. There's something about simplest 3D graphics with 2D characters that is satisfying to me. You bring Ragnarok Online. Yeah, no, that's what we've talked about this earlier in stream, but that's what I love a lot about Mario and Luigi series. Is because they have a 3D art style, but that's because of 2D sprites, you know? They have like 2D sprites that go from like all angles, and and that's what this game does too. Is it's actually just a bunch of sprites that are, that just have like different angles, and then they angle it right. And I love it when games do that, and I wish they did more with it, right? Like Donkey Kong Country. I should play a Donkey Kong Country game at some point, because I've never touched one. For some reason. I have just never touched a Donkey Kong game. I don't know why. But they're fun games. They're really fun games, and I like them a lot. I'm excited for the future in content. I need to make some, like, actual, like, more effort YouTube videos. I did a Let's Play Monday. And I should edit that and finish that. But I don't feel the best about it. But we'll see, right? I still gotta figure out what I really want to do. For some reason, you have, like, every Donkey Kong game. Yeah, I feel that. I have almost every Mario and Luigi game. I've got Inside Story, I've got Inside Story Remake, I've got Dream Team, I've got Paper Jam, I've got Superstar DX, which I'm counting for regular Superstar and Superstar DX. I don't have Partners in Time, though, and I don't really intend on getting it, because I don't really like that game. 1 is a bit simple in level design, kind of. 2 is great for movement, and 3 is okay. Interesting, gotcha. Yeah, I'll note that. If I ever go around and play a Donkey Kong game, I might try that. I think you only ever fully played the first one. You don't think you finished Partners in Time. Yeah, I didn't really like Partners in Time that much. I get why other people liked it. I probably just need to do another replay of it. And you never played Bowser's Stomach Extravaganza. Lily, I think that would be your game. Because there are a lot of jokes that I think would be right up your alley. That you would be able to make. Because the game is very interesting designed. But I just replayed that one. I replayed Bowser's Inside Story plus Junior's Journey, the remake. And I had fun with it. It was basically the same game, except they kind of changed up a couple of things, which ruined the nostalgia a bit. Which I feel like Bowser's Inside Story is a heavy nostalgia game, and that's why everybody loves it so much. I haven't played any remakes either. I've played Superstar DX, and that game was really fun. Because it felt like a platformer, and then the battle mechanics were like really fun all the same. I don't know if the original is like that, but I don't know if I really want to play the original at the same time. But the remake was really, really, really well done. I really like the remake for Superstar Saga. DX is just a really fun game. Honestly, I think you would miss the pixel graphics. They're not that different in the remake games, honestly. They're honestly not that different or bad. It does suck, though, yeah, because they are a little bit different, and they are a bit weird to me. They are a bit weird to me, personally, and I don't know why. I think it's part of it's the shadow that they have. But Dream Team definitely has, like, my favorite graphics out of the series, because, they got some beautiful sprites there. Which, I'm definitely playing that game sometime for the channel. I just need a capture card, but I'm probably going to replay it just on my own pretty soon. Dream Team is animated beautifully as well. It is. Oh, shit, yeah, one thing I want to mention. The giant battles. They had the giant battles in Bowser's Inside Story. In the original, they were pretty neat. In the remake, I did not like them. They were basically just really shitty cutscenes the whole time, and I did not like them. It did not really feel like a battle. And I only felt like remotely challenged twice. And that when one of them was at like the final fight. Oh wait, he's dead. It's been 8 he's zoned out and he just died. What the hell? But what happens in Bowser's Inside Story Remake is what happens with well, let me elaborate on Dream Team first, because Dream Team has beautiful giant battles. And the gimmick with those is that in Dream Team, basically you have you got your giant battles, and you've got that more high resolution cutscene, and it's really pretty, but it's also a oneer. And I don't know if most of us are familiar with the term oneers, but it's a film term. And basically what it is that it's a shot that just keeps going on. If we look at God of War, like God of War 4, that whole game's a oneer. Because it's just one continuous straight shot. And it's fucking beautiful for that reason, right? But the giant battles do just that, actually. They have very little cuts. I can't even remember where they are. But I know there are a couple. I want to fucking get up there. Why can't I get up there? Does possessed Bowser near the unlock still mildly inappropriate? I think a little bit. It's been a while since I've touched it, so I can't say for sure. What the I have tails. Why am I, like, struggling? A real Nintendo sprite. It's something for sure, yeah. But in Dream Team, they had, like, the giant battles. It's, like, a straight oneer, and there's some of the prettiest things in the game, because it's just one straight thing. In Bowser's Inside Story Remake, they have the giant battles, but 90% of it is a short animation, and then a fade to black cut for the next shot. And I was like, God, this is awful. Tail is holding back, you got it, man. I'm not abandoning Tails. He is my homie. Tails is my huge homie. And I will never take any slander towards him. Either way. Giant battles in Dream Team were really good because they were not only, like, really pretty, but especially in hard mode, but even in the base game, they're a decent challenge. And it's honestly, like, they're such well designed. But in Bowser's Inside Story, they don't look that pretty, and they're also just really fucking boring. Maybe just leave one of his. What the fuck is wrong with you? I tell you that. Okay, Tails, homie. Have you seen Dragon Ball GT? They turned Super Saiyan 4 because of the tail. I haven't watched GT, but I know a decent bit of Dragon Ball knowledge. Because I'm just kind of a fucking nerd. Oh. I fucked up. What's a GT? It's the not canon Dragon Ball that happened after Dragon Ball Z. It's the version that everybody was like, wow, this sucks. It's not canon. And then they made Super and everybody, wow, this sucks. I'm just saying, it's in Dragon Ball Fighters, so it's got to be fine, right? The not canon Dragon Ball. I love furry Goku. Which version? How much of that knowledge comes from Team 4-Star? A good amount of it, actually. That's the... I haven't watched, like, full-on Dragon Ball, but I have watched the entirety of Abridged. So, most of that knowledge does come from Team 4-Star. Thank you for calling me out on that. No, you got it slightly wrong. With GT, people are like, this sucks. It's not canon. Then Super comes like, this kind of sucks. I guess it's canon. Yeah, that's basically how it went, yeah. Which, I didn't mind Super. I get why people dislike it. Team 4-Star is a perfectly valid form of consuming Dragon Ball Z. Absolutely. It's so good, right? It's just kind of a silly, goofy thing at first, and then they, like, actually really try hard at the end, and it's awesome. Can I give you... the best Majin Buu impression? I've got it on the tip of my tongue, yeah. You haven't ate today and your body's fighting me. Yeah, go eat. Go get a snack. Oh, I'm going to embarrass myself a bit, I'm sure. Boo make you candy! Something like that, right? Like, he's got a really high-pitched voice. I don't have the best, like, vocal cords, and I think that's something I want to work on in the future, right? Because voice acting just seems really fun, right? And I talk to myself a lot. That's pretty good. Yeah. All right, cool. Yeah, I'm glad that works. Yeah. It doesn't seem like too hard of an impression to do. Yeah, it doesn't seem like that hard of an impression to do. I really got to stretch it, too. Also, we were just talking about DBZA because, God, I love DBZA. We were talking about Dragon Ball, and then Bemmels was like, hey, was most of your Dragon Ball knowledge from Abridged? And I was just like, yeah. And then we talked about that for a bit, which... again, yeah, really good. Really love that one. Abridged is a very good, a very fun version, yeah. Like I said, silly at first. Silly, it doesn't really take itself seriously. And then over time, it just becomes so much better. Because they actually do some really, really well done takes on the characters. While also just being really silly at the same time. I think the history of Trunks Abridged is how I got into Dragon Ball. That sounds fair, yeah. I think Abridged in general was just how I got into Dragon Ball. I knew a little bit of Dragon Ball, but I think Abridged and Dragon Ball Fighters is how I really got into Dragon Ball, right? I don't like watch any of it at all, but it's still a really interesting franchise altogether, right? Which I mentioned it earlier. I want to play more Dragon Ball Fighters, even though I am shit at fighting games and I have no intentions on becoming a better person. But no, Dragon Ball is a cool franchise. It's a lot of fun. Watch your All of Z back as a kid when it was on Cartoon Network. Get a group together for 3. Dude, that'd be so fun. I'd join in that. I'd play. I should practice more. Yeah, I think I might do that when I have the chance. Is just practice some Dragon Ball Fighters. But no, if you're ever interested in doing a 3v3 stream, let me know, and I'd be happy to guest star in that. Right? You had a bunch of GBA games for amazing. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. No, I hear they had a lot of good games. I'll have to get like Budokai at some point, and then try that out. But I don't really like. I don't have any interest in those like 3-dimensional arena fighters. You know, they don't look very fun to me. But no, Dragon Ball Fighters is really pretty, and I'd like to practice it a bit more. I'd like to learn how to get a bit better at it, just so I can kind of fuck around and play with it. Tervin, do you remember the time that you completely missed that that egg satellite, that little egg satellite on Shut Up, Luke? It's just funny to me. I don't blame you for missing it, right? If you're not like dead center of the map, you're gonna miss it. And now we can go super. We can go supersonic. So let's beat the shit out of Eggman. Somehow I knew he was just gonna hop up there. DBZ Kakarot is a good time for Dragon Ball RPG. A bit repetitive, but a fun thing to grind on the back on. It looked really pretty and decently fun at the same time, right? I hadn't heard any complaints, right? And I feel like they kind of have to get Dragon Ball Kakarot right. You know, that's a big game to get right. But I've seen a few cutscenes from it, and they've got some really good art styles in it, right? Picked up Kakarot, but really couldn't get to it. Yeah, it sounds like a game that might be a bit hard to like properly get into. It's so pretty. Oh, it looks gorgeous, dude. Dragon Ball games are just like, even their mobile games, right? Like they make them as pretty as can be. And it's honestly really impressive. It's more RPG than fighter. That's fair, yeah. Which I would probably enjoy. I like RPGs, and I'm going to play more. Which, that's my question, is I need to figure out which RPG I'm... Fuck. Which RPG I'm going to start once I... Okay, come on. Once I get, like, a Switch capture card. I'm amazed I made that also. Once I get, like, a Switch capture card, I definitely want to, like, play a bunch of Switch games, right? I love to play Warrior, or Age of Calamity. I'd love to play Mario and Rabbids. So, yeah, maybe I'll look around for a Switch capture card, actually. We'll have to see about that. Most fights do boil down to the same repeat combo. I love that. I love doing the same fucking button for, like, 3 hours. That's awesome. Oh, Tervin, I want to mention something to you real quick. Can you look at this really quickly and tell me what you think about it? Among Us. Yeah, I fucking hate it. I'm so upset. I'm so upset that I just realized that, dude. Most endgame fights in Kakarot are also like spirit bombs. That sounds... I mean, that's kind of what the whole second answer was, a hand flipping. Yeah, I see it, kind of. I kind of see it, yeah, but it's definitely more Among Us. I mean, isn't that just what Dragon Ball is? Is that... They fight, and then Goku's like, oh shit, I gotta use the spirit bomb, and then he fucking nukes a guy, and then it doesn't work, so he has to do like one final attack. Meow, I'm supersonic, which means I'm really cool in things. Meow, I hit the door, I'm so fast! Oh, everyone's messaging me on Discord. What the fuck? Oh, hey, a capture card. Thank you, Medial. Medial just comes in clutch every single time I need him to, right? Thank you, Medial. Thank you for being such a hero. so much of DBZ is everybody stalling for Goku to do the thing. Yeah, and that's my one problem with it, is that there's so many cool side characters like Vegeta and like Tenshinhan and Piccolo and Gohan. And then it all just boils down to, hey, it's me, Goku. And then Goku like beats someone's ass. But yeah, it is a lot of just wait for Goku to do the thing. Which is why I like Dragon Ball, because with Dragon Ball Abridged, because they really like to stretch that out, especially in the Cell Saga. Is Cell just spends a lot of his time going, hey, wait for fucking Goku. Like, he just tells that flat out to Vegeta and then beats the shit out of him. It's awesome. Goku is a one-man show-stealing squad. That is basically what happens, yeah. Oh, that was so good. Not intentional at all, but that was so good. DBZA also just has an infinitely better face. Oh, absolutely. Like, there's a couple of filler stuff, but, like, they're not even that big. There's usually something happening in the background. Because I know the Frieza fight only takes a few episodes. If not even, like, a bunch of them. But I know in the original Dragon Ball, it was like 20, 30 episodes of just Goku and Frieza fighting. Like, just Goku and Frieza fighting alone, because Frieza fights a bunch of other people beforehand, from what I understand. Said Goku becomes a scholar, whatever. Apparently Super makes him a himbo again. Yeah, in Superhero, he just kind of becomes cracked a lot. Most of the filler is just between seasons anyways. Yeah, absolutely. Gohan's a cool character. Because I like the idea of, you know, a pacifist character who just who has so much power, and they gotta do shit sometimes, right? Which is why Super Saiyan 2 Gohan and that whole section, mwah, beautiful. But at the same time, he's a really cool character, right? But at the same time, he just gets shoved under the rug so much, and then he just kind of gets messed over, and it sucks. Yeah, he was also broken in Dragon Ball FighterZ. He was like the dominating character in one of like the dominating characters in season 1, and he's still really good from what I understand. And then a Kid Gohan, younger Gohan, is also a pretty decent character too. Would have made a brilliant scientist. You know what character was a brilliant scientist? Bardock. Funny shit. A brilliant scientist, yes. Yep, bop. Bop. You really enjoyed watching Super in theaters, not spoiling stuff, but they turned Super Gohan to an action fighter. I haven't watched it. I know exactly what happens because I'm a little gremlin who just watches YouTube clips. And they did some pretty cool shit in that. Gonna say.